Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Picky Choco, and in today's video we'll talk about some interesting news. So a potential rework that might be done in the standard banners and some big possible causes for that. New AYATO info which is very interesting. And before even starting all of this, I'd just like to say one big thing. 2.3 might be one of the best deal breakers for Geo, and most possibly a new option and a big shift of players inclining towards Geo element as a main DPS. So before we get into all of that, if you're new to my channel and love watching these type of videos, make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest news and stuff related to Genshin like this. Alright, now that we're done talking, let's actually get into the video right now. Boom! So firstly, we'll try to talk about all the 2.3 things that of course are my personal speculation and not any sort of leaks. So for this part of the video, I won't pop off any sort of screenshot. I'll just try to talk about my overview about 2.3 and a main Geo DPS point, and how all of this might be a big fix for everything about Geo in total. And of course, keep your ninja senses active. So currently, as for Geo element, in terms of 5-star characters, we don't have any main DPS one, and the ones we have are Ningguang and Noelle, and both being a 4-star, so the potential upscaling in them is not that much good if we take the concept of 5 stars into account. And so far, Geo element has not been able to stand out, although possessing one of the excellent shielding and the best passives and resonance effects, has not been able to create that much of an impact as seen in elements such as Pyro, Cryo, and many more. So if by any chance Itoh hops out to be a main DPS, there are two interesting things. First of all, he'll be able to proc up the additional 15% shielding which falls under the Geo resonance effect, plus the scaling and stats that will be provided to him. So to sum it up, a lot of damage. And secondly, if we take a look at Geo lineup, in general, people don't have zhongli or albedo but Noelle and Ningguang as a handy considering the current state of Geo. So to unlock Itoh's main potential as a DPS, either of these support characters would be necessary, which might build up a pressure on the F2Ps, creating a big confusion rather than fixing the whole thing. So if we take a close look, Goro also happens to be in the same patch, who's a Geo bow character. So what if Goro and Itoh work well in synergy, and what if that helps our assumption of Itoh's main DPS that might successfully unlock his fullest potential? And I believe MiHoYo is well aware of this situation of not having a proper support apart from 2 4-stars being strictly as main DPS characters. So this is personally how I think of Goro and Itoh. And one more interesting thing, if we count this assumption, the thought of an albedo rerun also dances in my mind because of him being an excellent 5-star Geo support which also includes zhongli. And interestingly, albedo being a 5-star does not seem to have that much great choices of weapons that scale with his defense or provide a great value to his Geo damage. So what if a weapon that fits this criteria, especially for albedo, miraculously makes an appearance? I mean, I don't know, that would be awesome. So this is how I personally picture of 2.3, and honestly, if they fix on these issues for Geo, trust me, it will be one of the most brutal elements from 2.3, and I just hope they do it because then I'll get a chance to flex my zhongli even more. Now moving on to AYATO. So like Itoh, he's also described a numerous amount of times in the patch itself by NPCs, by Ayaka and whatnot, and that's the main reason people are banking on him to be a playable, and I honestly hope that happens. But for that to happen, it might take a longer than usual, and I think this because of only one reason. So if we take the whole 2.3 Geo thing in account, it is likely that MiHoYo is trying to balance all the elements starting from Geo. And if you remember, Yaemiko is also a character that everyone has high expectations from. So obviously, what if after Geo they plan to improve Electro, which will obviously take a little bit amount of time? And what if after all of this they try to shift their focus to Hydro, I mean Ninja Sense? So this is what I think of AYATO for now, and I'll talk about him more in the next videos. So moving on to the potential rework of the standard banners. So now we know that MiHoYo will try to implement on an average of 18 new characters. Obviously, considering the reruns happening and a new lineup, ultimately it will be difficult for them to keep the flow of character rolling on the limited banners. And right now the standard banners have been pretty much dead as the summoning ratio has been very less. So this might be one of the best times for them to invest some in the standard banner. So I'll just talk about two possibilities that might happen in this instance, and do mind that these are my personal speculations. Firstly, just introduce a rerun character. banner. Now, I'm not saying to rerun each and every character that has appeared in the past. I'm just trying to speculate that what if they start to add a rerun character depending on the collection values. For example, if they would have added Child's second rerun in the standard banner, some new characters or even Ganyu or Zha would have got the chance. And secondly, by removing a character from the standard banner, by replacing him with a character of a new region that might be a potential 4 or 5 star. So as for now, one of these might be considered as a possibility for improving the standard banners, which will indeed help the players to get a large pool of characters and of course MiHoYo in terms of business. So overall, it will be very interesting to watch how they shape up all of this, and I'm very excited for that. So that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all with some latest news and my personal thoughts on the upcoming versions and the characters. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, consider doing it so. So I'll see you soon in the next video. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.